you've received this message, then I am likely dead. Either I have been cut down by a blade, or I have succumbed to the disease consuming my body. I don't know which will find me first. But before the end, I will save Romeo. And I have a request. Take care of him. Please, do this for me. If he gets any foolish ideas about exacting revenge or completing my mission, stop him. You have my permission to slap him if that's what it takes. And tell Romeo. Tell him to be happy.
How in the world are you still alive? You really are one of the luckiest fellows I've ever met. All that effort to stop you down the drain. Proud of yourself? It's no great mystery, lad. For myself, obviously. Wait, you expected some grand speech on justice, honor, and duty? Meaningless concepts in this world. No speeches, just action. I just need to carry out my part in Sir Simon's grand plan. And then, I'll reap all the rewards I have sown. Whoever lives, dies, or fights means nothing to me. Let us take you, for example. You think your story means anything? You are a nuisance to be disposed of. A nobody. Veronique was a nuisance too. One who dug too deep. The legendary Stalker and the leader of the Sweepers. Two troublesome sides of the same coin. It is indeed unfortunate that my trap built for two snared only one. That so-called legend, Leia Florence, evaded my scheme. But you know where she is. Don't you? I'm so glad you mentioned this. Of course, I too want only peace. You see, I abhor violence. We are not savages, my good fellow. I am grateful the alchemist dealt with Veronique. I find such things distasteful. Now, it's your turn. And what could be a more peaceful solution than you simply not resisting and allowing me to do what I must? You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here. Be of good cheer. Now that you've seen this place, I'll ensure your suffering ends here. An elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemist as reward for my contributions. So much wasted effort. Why didn't you just die gracefully in the ruins? On to more legendary challenges, or she too will die. Now, on to more legendary... You truly are. And in more ways than one. But the games end here. Behold, an elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemist as reward for my contributions. Please, my dear, good, kind fellow, hear me out, please. I can explain everything. All of it. Please, just... don't kill me. This is a mistake. But how? The alchemist gave me this elixir. No middleman. For the cure. It was complete. Worked on carcasses, they said. I was to have a stronger body. One immune to disease and infection. I was to become power. But no. It must have been a mistake. They gave me the wrong one. The wrong elixir. This isn't common knowledge. But when Valentinus ran things, she was... what was it? Off limits. Whatever she got up to, we were told to ignore it. To pretend it wasn't happening. But even as Simon gathered more power and influence, she remained loyal to Valentinus. And when she and Simon came into direct conflict, a bounty was quietly and unofficially placed on her head. Competition was fierce. Veronique's faction targeted her repeatedly, and our side couldn't disobey orders. All this happened, all of it, because of the alchemist and their damned infighting. I had to pick a side. Don't you see? I'd have ended up like Veronique, or your precious legend. I had to choose. I chose Simon's side. I only did what he commanded. Please, I beg for mercy. If I did evil, it was not of my design, it was them. I must have treatment. I must, my good, kind fellow. Please, sir. What? No. How could you? You promised. You promised you would let me live! Please. Please! They promised. The alchemist. I must go to them. I must go to them and get my cure! No. I was chosen!
Your ships run aground. Our Lakino was lost. but my freedom I have found.
Hey, buddy, see that? Over there. We found it. The Rose Estate. Huh. Okay, now, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure the legendary Stalker is nearby.
Who are you? You look familiar. Wait. This is Romeo's locket. How? This is something very dear to me. Thank you for returning it. But, before all that, how did you find me? I see. The tracker. He told you about me. He never could fix that irksome quirk of his. Always wasting his time on lost causes. But he doesn't extend his trust easily. His faith in your character speaks volumes. Does that mean I can trust you? Fine. I concede you are not my enemy. If you were, the tracker would have made sure you never reached me. The fact you're alive means he trusted your intentions when he sent you here. The tracker has always looked after others. That's the principle that guides him. Comrades would be a better term to describe us than friends. That said, he is the reason I'm listening to you now. Just don't ask me anymore. This photo. It's the last print left. A pity it's damaged. A memory of me with my 2 apprentices. Happier days now gone forever. I was tough on them. I was such a fool. I never appreciated how precious our time together truly was. When tragedy befell us, I couldn't face the past. But Romeo kept the locket for me. To tell you the truth, I couldn't bear it. It was just too painful to see how happy we'd been. All this is the work of that damned Arlecchino. We have a history. When he ran rampant as a serial killer long ago, I was the one who put an end to his reign of terror. He was evil to the core. So during our battle, I did my best to destroy his body. Perhaps he holds a grudge against me over that. I had heard the ego of a murderer awakened within his ergo. But can a puppet be considered human through ego alone? I don't even know if a puppet is capable of holding a grudge like a human. But since he dragged Romeo into this, I will not let it stand. Arlecchino left me an invitation to meet. To think he was under my nose the entire time. I searched everywhere for him. Insanity. No time for regrets. Romeo is at the Rose Estate. Along with that damned puppet. Do you truly mean that? You'll be putting your life on the line. I'd like to say I don't need your or anyone's help. But the last time I fought Arlecchino, I just barely managed to get the upper hand. And that was when I was healthy. There's no guarantee I'll win this time. With Romeo's life at stake, I accept your help. From one stalker to another, I, Leia Florence, ask you to fight with me. We must find a way into the Rose Estate. Despite outward appearances, its defenses are formidable. And the bigger problem is, I've lost my key. So, you and I will have to work something out when we reach the gates. The key? What? How? You must be part Crow. You certainly hoard everything you come across. This is the key I lost a while ago. Well, this will make it much easier to get inside. The entrance to the Rose Estate is further up the mountain path. Head out once you're ready. I'll wait for you outside. Romeo, this is likely my final message to you. I am off to battle Arlecchino to save you. I'll do whatever it takes. Your survival is all that matters. Nothing else comes close, not even my life. There was nothing admirable about my life. But I did what I could. In the only way I knew how. I know Carlo's death scarred us all. I know it changed everything. But we endured. There was always hope. And it was because of you. Without you by my side, I would have been lost long ago.
Come on, we need to follow her.
Be careful. The enemies here are not to be taken lightly. heavy. Look, the Rose Estate. Keep moving. Let's put an end to this. Here, I have the key. Oh! We made it, but I may have pushed myself too hard. You go ahead. Check out the situation. I'll follow soon. I just need to take something for the pain. Not you. Not like this. This wasn't supposed to happen. Romeo.
Where's the legend I faced before?
Shut up, you filthy puppet!
Oh, no. I must ask. Did you actually believe you could save your beloved apprentice? Oh. And who might you be? Tick-tock, appear to be nothing but talk. Ouch! This is exactly what I've been waiting for! This pain! The alchemists offered me nothing but boredom. But you two, you'll offer me something greater, won't you? Ladies and gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, let's keep going. Wow, you really think you can win? Remarkable. Time to exit my stage. Time to exit. Time to exit my stage. Time to exit my. Time to exit my. Your eyes. What exactly are you? Time to exit my stage. Romeo's on the clock, and you appear to be nothing but talk. Ladies and gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human
Thank you. It's yours now. All this time, I wondered why you look so familiar. Now I know. I believe in you. Carry on. Don't forget, this is your story now.
This must have been Leia's room. Who knew her memories were so close?
My dearest Carlo, listening to this song always reminds me of you. Do you remember the time we all gathered to play this piece together? We were happy then. They were precious, if all too short moments of happiness. Perhaps those times were so precious because of their brevity. Why is it that we humans always look for more when happiness is already in our grasp? I couldn't appreciate what we had then. But that wasn't because I found you tiresome. After breaking ties with the Monad family, I was lost. I could barely take care of myself. So taking responsibility for you and Romeo, it was more than I could bear at the time. But in the end, you two saved me. You washed away all the spite and hatred in my heart. Legendary Stalker. A worthless title. That cruel end should never have been your fate. It was only when I held your pale, cold face in my hands that I understood. That we should have stayed together. That I should never have left the two of you. But now you belong to the past. I shouldn't cry. It happens to us all. Eventually, I will join you there as well. No one lives forever. So in time, we will meet again. And in that moment, my wish is that I get to sit with you as the light of the sunrise washes over us, and we share a laugh.